This tutorial will walk you through how to use the ebook Music Then and Now and show you how to use all of the additional content embedded in the ebook. Remember that the central texts of this course are pieces of music. Therefore, the most important part of your outside of class work will be listening to musical examples and being ready to discuss them in class. To this end, it is best to think of the ebook first as a collection of musical examples with some prose commentary instead of a text with accompanying musical examples. You can access the book through the W. W. Norton website, www.norton.com/studyspaces. There you can find the study space for Music Then and Now, which has a hyperlink to the ebook beneath the picture of the title. When you click on this, you may be prompted to log in, and once you've logged in, you can access the ebook. The buttons on the bottom of the screen are typical for most ebook readers. You have a table of contents, which gives you links to the first pages of all of the chapters, a search button, which allows you to search through the text for particular keywords, various buttons to change the size and how many pages are displayed, a tool which lets you jump from page to page or skip to pages, a create note tool, a highlight tool, a printing page tool, and a help tool. Remember, with the print page tool, you can only print 50 pages from your account. I'm going to run this tutorial by going through all of the things present in Chapter 2, which we just covered in class on Monday. This is the first page of Chapter 2. You'll notice that on the very first page they've gathered together all of the listening guides, that's what LG stands for, and the author videos that are in this chapter. Within the text you'll find a variety of embedded musical examples, which follow the content of the chapter. Here, as we begin to discuss Gregorian chant, there's a musical example of the Puer Natus S. You can click on the S icon to open a player and play the example. Listening to the musical examples is important because it gives you an experiential definition to go with the new terms that we're learning instead of just words. You'll also notice that there are musical examples in the sidebars as well, though these are inessential to the core content of the chapter. Let's keep going. In addition to the musical examples which follow the content of the chapter, there are also a series of listening guides, which are particularly useful. On the following page, we have the page of the listening guide from the text. You can click on the title of the listening guide to open a new window. And this takes a minute to load. Here we have some general information about the piece that we're going to be listening for and what specifically we're supposed to listen to. There's also an author video which talks about what things you can listen to. In the listening guide itself, you'll be given some commentary on the piece. Sometimes you'll be given a snippet of the score, as well as formal divisions broken down here as the piece moves along. Let's start listening. As the piece goes along, you'll see that the commentary changes, telling you what to listen to at that specific moment. There are also credits for who's singing, as well as a glossary, in case you run into terms in the listening guide or the overview that you need quick reminders of the definition. Probably the most useful examples for understanding the elements of music are those little snippets that demonstrate a certain feature or technique. In class, we talked about 3 kinds of text setting in Gregorian chant: pneumatic, syllabic, and melismatic. Here on page 43, we have brief examples of each type, which can help you match the word to a particular kind of musical sound. Here's an example of a syllabic setting. Here's melismatic. And pneumatic. These are short, but they're particularly important because the lion's share of your tests will involve an ability to identify concepts by ear, not just giving definitions of the key terms. You'll see that there's a variety of listening guides. and additional musical examples and author videos which follow the text. Finally, at the end of the text, following the chapter review, you have again all of the videos and listening guides for the main body of the text collected together. This concludes my tutorial of the ebook. Hopefully you found it useful and you'll make use of all of the different musical content that's embedded within the textbook itself.